Welcome everybody to this International Business Summit. I'd like to give a special welcome to Mr. Shri Ravindran Ramaswamy. He's a two-time past member of Parliament, Singapore, and partner at Collin NG and Partners LLP. I'd also like to welcome Dr. Amar Narayanan, IAS officer, retired. Mr. Asif Iqbal, President, Indian Economic Trade Organization. Shri Praveen Ramadurg, Joint Director, VTPC, Government of Karnataka. Shri Satish Kota, our host, CEO, Vatra Mitra, Connect Mitra, and Hurrian International Consulting Limited. Shri Kumar, business coach and founder of Business Yogi. Mr. Samuel Sudhakar, founder of SME Consultants. And Mr. Nathan, founder Apna International Business Network. And the other eminent speakers that are here. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers of this International Business Summit for inviting FIEO and for us to be a guest in this and allowing us to have the opening welcome statement. Today's summit highlights business above innovation and technology. But before getting into that, I would also like to give you a brief about the organization that I represent. FIEO as it's called, is the Federation of Indian Export Organizations. FIEO is an apex body of international export business promotion organizations. There are some 30-odd councils which represent from coconuts to cars. I mean, everything that you can think about that was exported out of India is represented by FIEO. It has been set up by Ministry of Commerce, Government of India, and private industry, with only one thing in mind, which is to promote export. We look at all the problems that are there, whether it is GST related or customs related, DGFT, anything related to export problems, we would be working with the ministries to help solve them. Today, India's merchandise exports are hovering around 300 billion, and we look to grow this to 340 billion in 2020, by 2020. The state of Karnataka, is one of the leading industrial states in India, with $18.05 billion exported from the state during the financial year 2018-19. It contributes almost 7% of the national exports. Heavy engineering, electrical, electronics, ready-made garments, organic chemicals, coffee, agro, processed food, gold, defense, aerospace components, etc., and the list goes on. These are all the things that are coming from this state. However, there are huge untapped potentials in the state, especially in agro, engineering, auto components, and the handicraft sector. FIEO is closely working with the state government and various trade bodies to promote all sectors and ensure ease of doing business. Nothing is static in this world. And for sure, neither is the export market scenario. With leaders like President Trump, it makes our life even more exciting. With escalating trade tensions and tighter credit market conditions, WTO predicts a growth rate of just 3.7% for the world merchandise trade, which is actually down from 3.9% a year before. It is true, rising trade tensions pose the biggest risk today, but at the same time, it also opens up tremendous opportunities. A simple example is that of the leather garment exports from India. I also represent the Council of Leather Exports as the regional chairman for South. Today, India is considered as the world's largest exporter of leather garments. We have beaten Italy, China, all the countries. This wasn't true a couple of years ago. Thanks to the trade tension between China and USA, Indian exporters have benefited tremendously and are expanding capacities at a fast pace. You'd be surprised to know that most of the top brands in the world make their leather garments here, whether it is Versace or whether it is Armani, anything you would say, most of them make it here, Burberry's, everything. One more opportunity opening up due to trade conflict, again, thanks to President Trump, is exports to Iran. With the rupee payment for oil imports, there is a tremendous demand for agro and pharmaceutical products, and all other products that are not under the OFAC list. And OFAC list is the list which are the banned items according to the US of what we cannot export. But there are plenty of demand that is coming in. And shortly, India should have the payment mechanism sorted out, and then the opportunity is tremendous for the Indian exporters. Well, these are examples of the traditional industry with linear growth possibilities. How about exponential growth opportunities? Alibaba, the Chinese internet company, is an amazing example of what technology and innovation can do to the export business. Well, not just export business, I guess, to any business. The company's annual shopping festival, also known as the Singles Day. Has anybody heard about it here? The Singles Day? Okay, a few people. Since its start, it has been breaking every possible record. For your information, the whole of US sold $5 billion online during the Black Friday sale last year. So it was just $5 billion for the whole of the US on one day, right? Whereas Alibaba did $30 billion, $30.8 billion to be precise, in one day. And this was not just in China. This was across 230 countries that they sold. It took 85 seconds to get the first billion and an hour to hit 10 billion. Remember what I told you before. The whole state of Karnataka did only 18 billion in 1 year for all the products that I mentioned. That's how unbelievable it is of what we can do with technology and innovation. Alibaba is what people call a market disruptor. In a KPMG survey in 2018, Alibaba scored first as the top tech disruptor. There was an article in Forbes magazine which summarizes our situation quite perfectly, I would think. It said, quote, "Now when so much technology innovation is erupting, it is definitely not the time for fear of failure or status quo. Bengaluru is the tech capital of the world, of India for sure, and was also voted the most dynamic city in 2017 by World Economic Forum. What better place for us to think big and make it happen?" So I would like to, with this, I'd like to get this meeting started. And I'd also like to say to please get in touch with our FIEO Bangalore chapter office for any assistance or information related to international trade. My team will be happy to assist you with any of your queries. And I'd also like to mention that our team is all women and is headed by Ms. Soma here, Chowdhury, and Ms. Meenu, and so they're all here for anything that you need about exports or any information. If you're a startup, if you're an entrepreneur, we have courses which we run as well. So we'd be happy to be associated with you. So I welcome all of you for this program. Over the next 2 days, there are excellent and knowledgeable speakers who will take you through the whole gamut of international trade, its challenges and opportunities. I am sure that this program will immensely benefit all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.